anything goes, like here in the United States. Very good. Clothing's good. What else? Excuse me. What else? I know it's early. What else makes up culture? I wouldn't know where to look. Okay, so what kind of sports do we like to watch or play? Football, soccer, softball, anything else? Baseball, okay. So baseball, basketball, and football are sports that we kind of created here in the United States, and we pretty much enjoy them. Other countries might enjoy them for the most part, but what do you think you would see or do if you wanted to go to a sporting event in another country?
Soccer, most likely.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, everywhere else in the world, everyone loves soccer, and here in the United States, we're kind of, we like it okay. I mean, it's growing up. Whose class are you? I'm sorry. Smith? Okay. Why don't you guys come on up here to the front? I know you probably don't want to sit up here. We're just talking about culture. I was just following. Just kind of see where everyone is. Okay, great. Perfect. Yeah, just find a chair wherever. Great. Okay, so we're talking about different components of culture. Okay, we talked about clothing, religion is a huge one that makes up culture. Anything else anyone can think of that makes up culture? Any other components? Oh, okay. Was it the back? Okay. Anything else anyone can think of besides clothing, religion, and food that makes up culture? Yes? Oh, art. Very good. Yeah, some kinds of art might be acceptable in some countries, but not acceptable in others. And what did you? Language. Very good, Val. Val's participating too. Language is a huge one. If you can't communicate with someone, then, it's very divisive. It can also be very unifying. Like, whoever went to the Netherlands, not very many places in the world speak Dutch. So if you go to a country where there's just one language that very few people speak, that can be very unifying and very dividing as well. So, okay, and then we also talked about sports. Okay, here are lots of things that make up culture, and this is not all the things. These are not all the things, but these are some of them. Music is one. Belle does listen to some American music in Thailand. A lot of people in other countries do listen to American music. And then of course they have their own native music from their own country as well. Let's see here, entertainment, holidays. Belle had her first Thanksgiving this last November, and her first Christmas, yes. So she got to celebrate Christmas and Thanksgiving here, which is a huge part of our culture is our holidays. We're always taking holidays. Sometimes it feels like we don't have enough holidays, and sometimes it feels like we have a lot. So the holidays are a huge part of our culture as well. Okay, so we got family, rules, geography, money in your pockets. Religion is another huge one. I think we already talked about that. Lifestyle, sports, and food. Okay, and then arts, yes. So these are some examples of what make up culture, excuse me. I do have a cultural quiz for you here. And, oh, thank you. If you get the question right, raise your hand. If you get the question right, you can have a Starburst. Here is the first question. This country has the highest population of Roman Catholics in the world: Mexico, Brazil, or the Philippines. You in the back had your hand up first. Yes?
Philippines.
Philippines is not right, sorry. It's a good guess, though. Okay, you had your hand up. Not Mexico. Okay, you're right. Brazil, how did you know? Yes. Okay, I know, this red is hard to read, sorry. The Catholic Church is the largest denomination in the country, where 130 million people, or 64.6% of the Brazilian population, is self-declared Catholics. So that's a huge, Brazil has a huge population anyway, if you think of how geographically big Brazil is anyway. But 64.6% of them are acclaimed Catholics. Okay, which country consumes the most Coca-Cola? Okay, you had your hand up first. Very good. Did you know that, or was that a guess? Sorry. What? Did you get it? There you go. Great. How did you know that? Have you been to Mexico and had any Coke there? Yeah? What did it taste like? You didn't feel like it tasted any different? Okay. I've had some people say they think Coca-Cola in Mexico tastes different because it's made from sugar cane. So I don't know if anyone else has been there or not, but it's sweeter apparently and just tastes better. And each Mexican resident drinks an estimated 36 gallons of Coca-Cola every year, 40% more than the average American who drinks 26 gallons. But if you think about it, we drink lots of different soft drinks and sport drinks and all kinds of things like that. Okay. This country's population doesn't traditionally speak Romance languages, but they have 30 words to describe their feelings of love. Okay. You in the back, I guess. Go ahead.
Egypt.
Not Egypt, sorry. It's a good guess. What about you in the back? India is correct, yes. Sanskrit. Did you know that, or was that a guess? Oh, yeah, I guess it might be. Okay, so okay, Sanskrit of India is correct. Now these are all words that mean love in Sanskrit. And this could be the love between friends, the love between a mother and son, the love, passionate love, all of those kinds of love. So the Indian people are a very loving people. Okay, this country's feverish soccer fans are known as Tifosi, which is literally typhus patients. Okay, you in the gray. It is Italy. Very good. Very good. Okay, here. Sorry, that wasn't very good. You don't want it? Sorry. Okay. All right, so if you read over here, politics and soccer are often intertwined with specific political parties supporting specific soccer teams. So if you can imagine how much emotion and passion go into our sporting events, we love our football, we love our basketball, we're so passionate about it. We'll add on to that the emotions involved in politics. It would be like the Republican Party supporting the Kansas City Royals or something like that. And if you were a Royals fan, everyone knew you were a Republican. So if you can imagine how much emotion goes into that, people have died at soccer games because there's so much, there might be a riot after a game or something like that. So it's a huge deal. And if you look at this picture, you can kind of see there are different layers up at the top. This kind of looks like our NFL bowl game, like our NFL stadiums. So a lot of people go see these games, and it's a huge and emotional, passionate event. Okay, where are there more saunas per capita than anywhere else in the world? Okay, you in the black.
Finland.
Finland, you said that like you knew it. Did you know it or just guessing?
Yeah.
How did you know?
Because there's a game, it's called, the Dutch Simulator.
A game that's called what? I'm sorry?
The Dutch Simulator.
The Dutch Simulator? I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? Okay. All right, moving along. Yes, it is Finland. I'm not sure about the Dutch Simulator. Finland has a population of 5.3 million people. There are 3 million saunas in the country. So that would kind of equate to like how Americans like our cars. Everybody has a car. Everyone in Finland has a sauna. And think back to Brazil. There were 130 million people in Brazil. There's 5.3 million people in Finland. And Finland's a tiny country, obviously. So some older Finnish people were actually born in their family sauna because it was a sterile environment that had access to water. Perhaps they couldn't get to hospital, they were, snowed in or something like that. So they were, born in their family sauna. Okay, I'm sacred in what religion? Hold up your hand when you know. I know you've answered some in the past. Okay, all right.
I never got it right.
Here. Not Islam, sorry.
I never got it right.
What? What? Hinduism is correct. It was weird when you said that. Okay. Respect for animal life is central in Hindu belief, and the cow is especially revered. In Hindu nations like India and Nepal, a citizen can be sent to jail for injuring or killing a cow. Has anyone had beef in the last 24 hours? Anyone eaten a hamburger or anything like that? You ate Mexican? Probably some beef in there. So, it's a very unusual religion to us. So when we get our Hindu students over here, we have to kind of chat with them before they get here because here in Kansas especially, and some Hindu students come to Kansas. We have one that's going to be coming to Manhattan next year. So we'll need to talk to her before she gets here. We treat our cows very differently than they treat their cows. And so we load them up in big trucks and we drive them around, get them to the butcher and whatever else we do with them. And so that's especially traumatizing for a Hindu person who has been revering these animals for a long time. Other things that Hindu people do, when you buy a new house, some of the more traditional Hindu people have a cow come in and urinate around the house because that is a blessing. Everything from the cow is a blessing. From the milk to the urine to everything's a blessing. So it's kind of unusual to think about that. And then I've seen pictures of people in places in India where there's a cow standing in the middle of the road and traffic is stopped while they wait for the cow to just kind of move on, because nobody touches the cow, nobody does anything to the cow. They just wait for the cow to move along, and then the traffic will resume, because you don't even want to touch the cow. You can get in a lot of trouble. Okay, so on Easter in this country, children dress up like witches with brooms and collect candy from neighboring houses. What do you think? It is Sweden. Very good. All right, here you go. Oh, great. All right, so I know this sounds like our Halloween. It really does to me. But it is their Easter, and the tradition is rooted in superstition around witches becoming very active in the Holy Week before Easter. And it just, sounds like it is. Everyone dresses up like witches and goes around with that candy. Okay, so that's my little cultural quiz. I'm going to have Belle, who you all know, I believe, or most of you do, come up and chat about why she is a foreign exchange student, and feel free to ask her some questions about Thailand.
Hey guys. Okay, as you guys know, I'm Belle from Thailand. I'm seniors here. I know some of you guys, and I live here for 6 months already. So, okay. Oh, okay. Talking about Thailand. Okay, so Thailand is really different from here. I came from Bangkok, which is like a city part in Thailand, and weather over there is like summer all the time. Like you can't get snow, you can't get any spring break or snow day. So I got a chance to see snow first time here. Okay, and most people ask me like why I became an exchange student. So here's what I think. So when I decided, I think it's once in a lifetime thing to become an exchange student. And when I get older, I don't want to have any regrets like, darn, I should have done that. So I just kind of like, oh, let's do it. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and just like, okay, let's do it. That kind of thing. Yeah. And do you guys have any question? Okay. Yeah, like I have only like summer clothes over there. Like I don't have any like sweatshirt, but I get a lot of free sweatshirt here, which is good. And like what I say, we don't have snow. We have hotter and hottest. That's all we got. And like the hottest month we have over there is April. So we have like a traditional day where you can like splash water around to other people, and you can't get mad because it's holiday. Yeah. Because people got hot in that month, so we just splash ice, water. Yeah. Okay, question.
What's the KFC like in Thailand?
KFC? You know what? I haven't had a chance to go to KFC here yet.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. I haven't been to KFC here, but I love KFC. KFC is crap, but oh, okay. Question.
So, this is a stupid question. What kind of food do you eat over there? Like, is this kind of food really different, or?
Oh, yeah, it's really different. Like over there, we had a lot of rice, and our food is kind of spicy, but not as spicy as jalapeno. And we don't have Mexican food. I mean, like it's not like a big place, so we don't have taco Bell, we don't have Chipotle over there. Yeah. So I got a chance to eat taco first time here.
Did you enjoy it?
Hmm?
Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot.
What's your favorite?
Here? That's a hard question. Okay. I like mac and cheese. I like wings from Pizza Hut and Buffalo Wild Wings. Honey barbecue is my favorite one. And yeah. PB&J. Okay, question.
So did you choose to come to Kansas? Like, why Kansas of all places?
Wait, what question again? Sorry. Why Kansas? Though, like, as you said.
Well, the Bass family came forward and chose Belle. She didn't know anything about Kansas before she got here. And so it just kind of, wherever the family steps forward, that's where it says, I went with Belle.
Yeah, you know, like I want to know, and then it came here in Kansas. Yeah. So I would get a profile. I would get a profile from my host family that I would stay with, and they say Kansas. So I have to do a little bit of research, like where is Kansas? And then I have to in Google, and when I Google it pop up like farm and cows and the view, and I'm so excited about it. Actually, I was like, wow, I'm gonna feed cow every day, and like I'm gonna what do you call the thing like you do like a milking? You're milking them, but I haven't had a chance to do that. I really want to do. Like, so if anybody has a farm, just bring me to your farm. Okay, question for you. Yeah, I really like it. Okay, people are nice. You guys nice. Okay.
How many other states have you been to?
How many states have I been to?
Yeah, in the United States.
I've been here in Kansas. I've been California. I've been Missouri and Arkansas. Yeah, 4. Yeah. Okay, question. What is what? Favorite thing I do here? Hanging out with friends. I think going to school without homework. Yeah, like that kind of thing. Yep.
Have you heard like the music here? Were you like,
Yeah,
is
it's
it like a huge change? Or?
yeah, it's really different. Like, you guys listen to like rap music a lot. I still don't understand it somehow. Like, what did it say? What did that guy say? Yeah. So like. Yeah, she's my teacher. Right here. So it's really different. Like over there, we like Taylor Swift. It's really big over there. Taylor Swift, Justin Bieber, Beyonce. Yeah. So we kind of listen to pop more than hip hop. Yeah. Okay. Like. Yeah. Country music. Yeah, Taylor Swift. Is she still country? Yeah, okay, yeah. So I like our song. Oh, okay, let's do it.
Okay, how is school different in Thailand?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So it's really different because we not walk to classrooms, but teacher would come to our class. So we will sit in one classroom. So we will stay with our classmate like whole day, every day. That's kind of boring. But we get close to each other really well. And teacher will come and never left. And like my school, some school doesn't have air conditioner, which my school is. So really hot. We don't have fire drill. We don't have tornado drill. Because our windows is always open, and so we're just gonna jump out. Yeah, it's really different. My holiday? Oh, Christmas. Yes, I have my first Christmas here. And Thanksgiving. I really like Thanksgiving because it's all about food and you got a lot of food and you got leftover.
Hey, you got good stuff.
Good stuff. And I'm a ham person. I know. Okay. And Christmas, the first day of my Christmas, my sister, I have a little sibling. He's 13 and 7, and they got really excited about Christmas. And I'm not into it that much before Christmas Day. I was like, whoa, you guys so excited about it. I mean, I'm excited too, but they like wake me up like 6 a.m. in the morning. They like ran into my room and banged my door and better wake up. We're gonna get the present open right now. And yeah. So when I got to celebrate Christmas, now I know like its importance about Christmas. So family came and it's all about cozy and good stuff to eat. Yeah. Anyone else? question? How the clothing? Well, oh, I have it right here. Okay. This is like my traditional clothes. You wear it only formal day. Yeah, it's only formal tradition. So like in a wedding or like any religion activity, we just kind of wear it. So okay, I'm gonna show. Okay, Kylie has a question. Okay. Store here, Forever 21. I like it. Is Pizza Hut called a store? A shop? A restaurant, okay. Yeah. I like that store. Okay. Oh, we have sport. Oh, okay, Kylie has a question. Oh, okay. So, okay, I told Kylie one time that in my country we have a lot of elephants. So you can see elephants from the road. Some people brought elephants to the road, but just like, it's like you can feed them with banana, that kind of thing. And you can go to somewhere and you can take a bus for elephant. That's really nice, and you can ride on it. Yeah, I think that's really cool. Okay. Okay. Talking about sports, here is pretty big, right? As you guys know, and like in my school, we don't have like tournament. We don't have like seasonal sports, so we're just gonna play only one sport. As I said, we're like summer all the time, so we only have basketball. We have soccer, just only boys soccer. We don't have girls soccer. We have badminton. Is that count as a sport? Like we have badminton, we have tennis, we have swimming, and that kind of stuff. And we don't have we just only go against each other in high school, and so we don't have like tournament to out of school. So I'm kind of excited here to like do a weekend that you drive on the school bus, like yellow bus, and go around the city. Yep. Okay, question. No, we don't. Like, it's not like a normal thing over there. Which is, like, if you are like really good, you'll be in a club. That's when you play against like different school, different people, different club, something. Okay.
I don't do it, she's not here.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay.
How long is each school day then?
How long that?
How long do you go to school each day?
How long in one day at school?
Yeah, how long?
Like in one day is 8 hours. Yeah, so it's kind of similar here. But the only thing that's really different is just you don't have to walk around. You just stay in your classroom. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much.
Okay, so if you all have ever thought about living in Kansas, even for just a short amount of time, we can help you. We work with more than 40 different countries, and we have 120 different programs. So what I mean by a program is where you go, how long you're there, and what you do when you get there. Belle's here for the entire school year. That's pretty typical for a student coming over here. You can be here for a semester, a summer, or for a 2-week program. And the 2-week program is kind of more of an, just kind of a cultural, fun kind of, but you can also kind of get back to the country you're going to stay in. Okay, so the year and semester program, if you went and lived with a host family, like Belle's doing here with the Bass family, and attending a high school, like here at Valley Center High, you would most likely become fluent or close to fluent in the language of the country that you're staying in. So it's one of the best ways to become fluent in a language if you do want to know another language other than English, which is such an important thing nowadays, to know other languages. In Europe, people speak 3 and 4 languages, and here in the United States, we're kind of just one. So it's a good thing that you guys are in a foreign language class, and hopefully you'll explore that and want to move on and do better and know another language. So if you went and lived with a host family and did what Belle's doing, you would most likely know your language very well. This is a typical weekday for, and they're just giving us Italy as an example. You wake up to pastry and espresso at 7 a.m., go to school at 8, take a 10 a.m. morning cafe break there at the school, and I did verify this with an Italian. They have little kind of coffee shops in their school, and they go down and have coffee in the mornings. Eat lunch with your host family. They don't have a cafeteria, so you just go home and eat with your family. 8 o'clock, have a big dinner with your host family, and then 9 p.m., what do you watch? Soccer and talk politics. So that's just an example of Italy. Now, I don't know if there are any seniors, but we do have a gap year. That's the year after you graduate high school before you go to college. So if you don't want to miss any of your high school career, you can go the gap year, which is the year after you graduate, and do much of the same kind of thing, and hopefully become fluent in the language. Oh, and also you don't have to know the language of the country that you're going to stay in. Some of our students go to China or Russia or India, and of course there aren't any classes here in especially Kansas that teach Russian or anything like that. So the best way to go and learn that language is to go there, and you would take intensive language courses when you got there. Okay, now you can go for shorter periods of time, which is over the summer. If you wanted to spend a summer in Spain or something like that, we can help you with that. And then we do have the shorter 2-week programs. We call them Global Prep, and you can do kind of a community service. Everyone wants to be a good global citizen. So you have some community service options, and then you also have like just culture immersion, which is go and kind of explore the country and have fun. Now our two-week programs are Global Prep programs. You can engage in topics that matter to you or explore. And here are some different examples. Now if you went to Ireland, which is, of course you speak English there, but if you went like, you would, day 3 to 6, learn about history and Irish history and culture and topics of the ancient past. 7 to 9, you would participate in outdoor activities like kayaking, cliff jumping, and surfing. Actually Ireland is a really good place to surf. Nobody really knows that, it's cold, but if you have the proper gear, you can surf in Ireland. Now, here's an example of kind of more of a cultural community service kind of thing. If you went to Columbia, day 5 through 9, you would volunteer on a project at a local school, perhaps teaching English, something like that. So another example of a global prep program, and it's my favorite one, you would go to Greece at the time when the sea turtles are hatching. So you make sure the sea turtles got down to the coastline and predators wouldn't come in and eat them and that kind of thing. So, and there are other kinds of projects like that, like going to Costa Rica to help replant the rainforest. We're trying to save the rainforest everywhere. And so you would help replant the rainforest in Costa Rica, as well as learn about the country itself. Okay, we do have scholarships that can make it happen. We give away about $2 million in scholarships every year. They're merit-based, which is if you get straight A's, that's great. Need-based, which if you just have a year to go somewhere, you don't have the grades, but you really want to go. There's some need-based scholarships. One of them is to Japan. Most American students want to go to Japan. So at any rate, there is a scholarship just for that. And then we do have fundraising options. It does cost money to go abroad. So if your family can't afford to send you, we can help you set a goal for yourself, work to achieve that goal. Yes?
How much does it take for like a trip in general?
Oh, okay, that's a good question, yeah. It depends on how long you go somewhere and where you go. For example, if you wanted to, some of our shorter trips, like if you went on a global prep, which is our 2-week program, to say Costa Rica, since it's not a far flight and you're only there for a short amount of time, it would be between $3,000 and $5,000. I know that still sounds like a lot, but that includes the airfare and everything, and we arrange for your accommodations. Now, if you wanted to go to, say, China or Russia for a year, that would be a longer trip, and you'd be gone a longer time. So that's anywhere from $12,000 to $14,000. It's a wide range, and we have our prices on our website so that you can see that too. And I have some information as well that I can give you. Okay, and then these are the scholarships if anybody's interested in just going to Germany, we have the Congress Bundestag scholarship, a full ride to Germany for free if you win the scholarship. And it's a lot, that's another one, and then Yes is a different one. Yes is a scholarship that would take you to some Arabic countries like Egypt, Pakistan, India, those places. Okay. Lastly, we're always looking for a host family. Like I said, the Bass family came forward and they're currently hosting Belle. So if you've ever wanted a sibling and your parents never gave you a sibling, if you want a sister to play volleyball with or a brother to go, play baseball with or just hang out with, we can help you with that. We can import one and bring one here just for you. And you can kind of choose what you want your, foreign exchange student to do. If you want that person to have an interest in a certain thing or be from a certain country, we can do that. Alrighty, so that's my PowerPoint. I do have some information. If there are any questions, please feel free to raise your hand. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I do have these catalogs here. So that has all the information in it. The global prep is not in there. Those are the 2-week programs I was talking about. But I do have this little flyer here, a little brochure on that has some of the information. So if you want some information about studying abroad, please raise your hand. And yeah, these forms that we're handing out as well, if you can fill them out and return them to me really quick, I will put you in our system. And you can mark, yes, I want to go to Spain for the summer or whatever you want to do. And someone in our New York office will call you and say, hi, I hear you want to go to Spain, do you have questions? So go ahead and, yeah, sure. Go ahead and fill that out and then give it to me as soon as you're done, or I'll be here in the library, Belle and I will be all day long. So you can always bring it in, and then, like I say, we'll enter it in the system, and hopefully people will answer your questions. Yes? 15 to 18. Yeah, the age for study abroad is 15 to 18. And then, of course, if you're on your gap year, it might be 19. Did you have a question? Oh. Did you want some information on going abroad?
Let's be honest, the South is basically another country. What? I think he started telling me that American.
Did you okay. All right. So if anyone didn't get information, please raise your hand, or if you have a question, feel free to ask as well. Yes? Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Do you get to go home and visit your family?
What is what? I'm sorry? Oh, yeah. Have you children from Delaware? Yes. What is what? Oh, I've heard of it. I keep that to myself. We're just very processed. It's a different program, yeah.
I gotta go to Guatemala.
Yeah, it depends on the program. Yeah, you can go to school or you can go and just travel and have a cultural experience.
I've got 2 places.
Oh, these are the forms you fill out if you want to go abroad.
Now you guys are just guessing.
Well, you're not telling us, so we have to.
Yes. All right, really quick, everybody, if anybody wants to host a foreign exchange student, we have brochures for that as well. Right here is one. Okay, yeah, we can definitely, are you all hosting? Perfect, yes. Very good, yeah. Organizations, families, yeah. Yeah, that's
I've had worse.
Well, just right on, yeah, we'll do that too. Anybody else want to host? Really, the only cost you have is you have to feed the students while they're here, so food is the main cost. So, yeah, it doesn't cost anything.
Study abroad and all this.
No, they come back.
What grade
All right, anybody else, any information for going abroad or hosting,
I'm in 11.
or questions?
What grade the number was?
She could handle Belle. Oh. Yeah, if you, hopefully you want to learn another language, but if you are afraid to go somewhere where they speak another language, we do work with Ireland, Australia, New Zealand, and South Africa. Those are English-speaking countries that we work with. But hopefully you want to go and learn Spanish, perfect your
I think
Spanish.
I'm gonna go to Italy with you, Connor. We'll be in the same family.
And if you have a form to fill out, raise your hand and I'll pick them out.
Take one now.
Yeah, you can go first.
I'm going to Italy with Connor.
Signature form filled out.
Yes.
Go downtown.
Downtown.
And I wouldn't have the best time of my life if I didn't have you.
Where are you Call you comrade. All right, anybody else have questions?
Connor, when are we headed to Italy together?
Quiet, Hayden. Even if we would go, both be going to Italy at the same time, there's no way we would do that.
Actually, it's getting too far to. We could be bunkmates. We could sleep in the same home. That's just so